Welcome to episode number 96 of the Giant Take podcast. I'm Josh, and I'm always joined by my co-host Alex. We can't seem to stop laughing for no reason in the intro of this episode. So we're going to sound extremely goofy, but whatever, it is what it is. I don't really care. I'm sure Alex doesn't either. So first of all, we have some stuff to talk about. Today was the first days, I think, of OTAs, or at least, players reported to OTAs. So we have some news on that. And we'll just be able to talk about that and obviously get into some other stuff as well with the Giants and with former Giants coaches, as I will like to mention in a little bit. But first of all, Alex, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm excited it feels like it's been forever since we've recorded an episode of the Giant Take, but we are back. I'm excited. We don't have much to talk about, but we do have some stuff to talk about, so that'll be exciting. And I'm sure Josh is going to I'm gonna out myself before Josh even goes. That way, it makes it less enjoyable for him. I did not tweet anything, so he's gonna go through and just show that I didn't tweet anything. It's gonna be a whole bunch of weird retweets. Josh, you can go do that now. But how are you doing?
I'm actually, I don't know. For some reason, today has just not been my day. As you know, I completely missed class, basically. So the thing is with our school now, they're doing it the hybrid type of thing, have done hybrid all year, but it's hybrid. So you go in, group of people go in, group of people stay home. I went in yesterday. It was fine. Alex will tell you differently because he went in today. So he'll be able to talk about that a little bit, but I'll go first. So I was at home, and I would just like to first of all credit myself, because when you're home in your own bed, it's obviously really hard to get up for class on time, because like you're in your own home. For me, it's my desk right next to my bed, so it's like I'm literally walking 5 feet, I'm right there. And Alex, I know it's similar for you, so it's like it's kind of hard. Like, you're gonna miss class eventually. I know a few people have missed a few classes since we've been closed last March. I haven't missed any classes or been late or anything, and today was the first day of that. So like, it started off not well. I woke up at 8:50. Class starts at, I think, 8:10, and I woke up. I looked at my phone. I had 14 text messages from Alex, because we're in the same Spanish class in the morning, and basically just saying, "Josh, you're not here. Josh, where are you? What is going on?" And then so I rushed to get ready. And you have to wake up naturally. Like, I feel like that's a thing. So I didn't wake up naturally. I rushed to the computer screen, and I'm like all tired, and this is very bad. So it turns out we had a sub. So if there's any day that I could have slept today was the perfect day. So I'm very happy about that. I was lucky on that side, but I still haven't been able to wake up since that point. But now I think I'm awake. I'm ready. But I mean, Alex, I don't know if you want to go into, how your tweets, basically your 2 retweets, of one from Talking Blues and one from Fabrizio Romano, when it comes to soccer news. If, we're on the Giant Take podcast, so I don't know if anyone knows about that. But Fabrizio Romano is basically like the Ian Rappaport of soccer, or football, as they call it in basically most of Europe. So there was that. So Alex had retweets of that. Still no tweets. We're going on 2 straight episodes, 2 straight weeks of no tweets from Alex. I'll extend it to the following week, see what happens in the next episode. That would be 3 straight weeks without tweets. And then if you want to go to the whole school situation today, because you had a lot to say about that, you could do that as well before we get into this Giant stuff. I'm sorry if you're listening and you don't give I'm not going to say the word. If you don't give a crap about what we're talking about, it is what it is.
Just skip forward. There's like a 30-second button. Just keep going. 30-second, 30-second. I'll be done in like a
All right, yeah, we're going to be done in like a second. We'll get to your OTA. If you're really that big of a Giants fan and you worry about the OTAs, there's something I think a little bit wrong with you as well, though. As much as we love the OTAs, it can wait 7 minutes while we talk about other stuff. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I just had a similar experience from you, except it was completely different in the fact that, just the stairs. You know how they mark the stairs weirdly now? Like when you go into different, I know they do this in the supermarket too, right? Only one aisle, like it goes one way and there's like an arrow there. And then like you only have to go that way. So the way, like, you have to walk around the entire school building in order to get to the other side, to get where the stairs are, if that makes any sense. And it's just terrible. But yeah, and it's just weird because like you're just sitting there and there's like no one there except for like you and the teacher who's not even paying attention whatsoever. It's weird, but yeah, I definitely didn't have the best day today. But I'm excited to be home and ready to talk about some Giants and talk about some OTAs for those people that Josh insulted about, caring too much about OTAs. I care quite a bit. No.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you,
No,
Alex, in
not
that
really. I
way.
don't really care. OTAs aren't that big of a deal in my opinion. I think training camp's kind of where it gets interesting. But yeah, some players
Right.
were there, so it's exciting to talk about, I guess.
Yeah, so before I already cut Alex off a little bit there at the end of his statement, so let's keep going towards what we got to talk about here. There were 66 players of the 90-man roster on the practice field today. Some Giants players that were rehabbing inside the building and the facility was Saquon Barkley, Kyle Rudolph, and Hoshain Zimenez. O'Shane. Thank you, Alex. O'Shane Zimenez. And I also saw Lorenzo Carter was there as well. And the Giants players that were non-attendance, a big one that I saw was first-round pick Kadarius Toney. Obviously, he showed up to the rookie minicamps. He was not there. Kenny Golladay was not there. John Ross was not there. Logan Ryan, Jabril Peppers, Adoree Jackson, Xavier McKinney, Darnay Holmes, Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence, Sam Beal, Cam Brown, Reggie Ragland were all not there. Alex, go ahead.
Sam Beal didn't show up? That's crazy. It's not like he hasn't shown up for anything ever.
I mean, yeah. Okay, Alex. Interesting point on Sam Beal. He opted out of the whole season. I know. That was him and Nate Soldier. I don't know. Well, I know Daniel Jones was there. At least he. And then there was the whole thing that he looks jacked now. He pumped up some. I remember last season we were talking about that, right? That he gained 10 pounds before the season. It looks like he's just getting bigger and bigger and stronger. Daniel Jones. So DJ was there. Sterling Shepard rocking that awful number 3 number was there. Giants were lucky enough to post that on Twitter. And I'm not confident enough to go out of my way to comment on the post and talk shit about it because I think that I'm going to get completely roasted by Giants fans. I also think it's funny and ironic that I said I wasn't going to say that word earlier in the podcast, and I just said it because that's how much Giants pride I have. And anyway... Yeah, so I mean that's the main stuff we have on the OTAs. Obviously, it's nothing really crazy. The beat reporters for the Giants post videos on it, and it's just them, running drills. They're not really doing anything with pads on. It's just the helmets, so it's nothing too big to report on. But Daniel Jones was throwing some nice passes, so I thought that was good. And obviously, the New York Giants, it is what it is. They play, they practice, they do the OTAs. Joe Judge was there. Joe Judge was commenting on having Corey Clement on the team. Joe Judge made the comment that he does, I feel like, every press conference, like Alex likes to mention, that Daniel Jones is our quarterback. Haven't heard that enough from Dave Gettleman. Dave Gettleman also sporting a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful hat on the sidelines of today's practice. So that was just beautiful. If I can pull it up for the people watching on YouTube, go subscribe at The Giant Take. You will be lucky enough to see it if I can find it. But anyway, according to Art Stapleton, one thing I do want to mention is the Giants offensive line that we saw today included Andrew Thomas, Shane Lemieux, Nick Gates, Will Hernandez, Matt Parrott, and all very young players. So I thought that was very interesting and pretty good. Obviously we want the young players on our team. And once I find, Alex, you go ahead, and then I can just show the Dave Gettleman. I know exactly where it is, so I'm just trying to find the tweet. Are you gonna go, or are you just gonna stay on mute here?
No, I'm actually looking at pictures of Dave Gettleman in his various hats, and it's actually quite an interesting, immersive experience. But but yeah, Dave Gettleman, he wears nice hats. I see the picture too. You can. Yeah.
I got actually the video from Talking Giants.
Yep.
So for anyone to describe, he's got like the wavy kind of cowboyish hat with the white shirt. Might even be the Hog Molly shirt for all I know. No, I'm just a Giants white shirt, long sleeve shirt, but he's got it pulled up to the sides by his arms. He's talking to another coach. And he's got, obviously, we know Dave Gettleman's got the little gut, so he's got the shirt tucked in under his shorts up to about his stomach. So the Nike shorts are clearly up to his stomach.
Show the picture again. I need to see this.
The gut is fully stuck out. You can tell that Dave Gettleman gut is perfectly in sight. And Yeah, I think I was descriptive enough for you listening, and I think that's enough from me talking about that. You have also the picture. There's Sterling Shepard in the number 3, and I think that's enough. Oh, also, shoot, I forgot to mention, happy 24th birthday, Daniel Jones. Happy birthday to Daniel Jones. Happy birthday to number 8 on the Giants, Daniel Jones. Alex, how dare you not wear your Daniel Jones jersey on his birthday? Happy birthday to you. So happy birthday, Daniel Jones. Let's hope it took you 24 years to become a good quarterback, and hopefully you can show it this season.
Hey, don't hate on him like that. But there's 90 players on the Giants? Are you just going to specifically mention each birthday individually? I'm sure there's another person's birthday.
It was Devontae Booker's birthday, I think, like the other day, yesterday.
Oh, that's exciting. So lots of birthdays for the
today.
Giants.
Whoa! This is something we need to talk about. Devontae Booker and Daniel Jones share a birthday.
That's probably why they went. You were saying, why did they go out early in free agency? To make sure to get Devontae Booker. That was the first person they got in free agency. They spent a lot of money. You know why? Because they didn't want to buy 2 different birthday cakes.
That's what it is.
Supposed to be funny, but to laugh.
I laughed at the after effect of the joke. I guess another thing to mention when it comes to the New York Giants is they signed most of their rookies. The most recent one being their new cornerback, Aaron Robinson. So that's another big thing. And I think that obviously that's what you do. You sign your rookies. But another thing we can mention here, just quick news, getting it out of the way. Just another signing. They signed the 3rd-round pick, Aaron Robinson, about today as well. So like 3 hours ago from when we recorded this. And then we got some other stuff, including MetLife Stadium. And Alex, I don't know if we want to tie this into, obviously, the game we are going to. I know I kind of just previewed that. I don't know. Whoa. All right, go ahead.
Well, no, I was just giving the bug eyes of excitement for the game. Yeah, it's just exciting. I don't know if you want to announce it or not, but yeah, MetLife Stadium open for full capacity. Josh and I are going to the Falcons game. Hopefully he's okay with me saying that. I don't know why he wouldn't, but Falcons game. Hopefully it'll be fun. We had a whole ticket dilemma. Not that anyone wants to hear about that. I think we bought them too early. We paid too much for the tickets we got. It's very sad. Don't worry about it. That's our problem, not yours. But yeah, we're excited to go to that game. Maybe we'll go to a preseason game too. We'll see about that. I don't know, how that's going to work out during the summer. But yeah, MetLife Stadium open to full capacity. Obviously, even the basketball, the playoffs, most of those games have had full capacity, or at least like very much close to full capacity, especially the Knicks games, right? I saw yesterday, there was just they don't like Trae Young, do they? I saw Bill de Blasio also was talking about that too. He was doing like a press conference for the Knicks.
One day he wears the Knicks stuff on a press conference.
The next day he wears the Nets.
Next day he wears the Nets, exactly. So
such a fake fan.
Well, you bring that up, Alex, at a good point, because for anyone who's new, we actually have a new podcast that's starting later this week, and that is The City That Never Sleeps, a New York Knicks and Brooklyn Nets podcast that Alex and I will be talking about the Knicks and Nets while talking about this issue. We'll be talking about in about 2 days, I think, when the episode will be released. 1 or 2 days. We'll have to figure out when we're going to record. But yeah, go subscribe to The City That Never Sleeps podcast. Alex did a nice logo. I'm not even going to lie. It's growing on me. Like, that logo is nice. So thank you, Alex. There you go. And listen to the trailer. There was a 1-minute trailer. Subscribe, give your early ratings and reviews. So thank you, Alex, for bringing that up. And yes, we are going to the Giants-Falcons game. We are excited for it. And then, yes, there is a preseason game on my birthday, so we have to figure out what we're going to do there. But hopefully we can go to that one as well. It'll be a nice little birthday present for myself. So thank you. But we haven't gone anywhere yet or gotten the tickets for that. But, yeah, as the weeks have gone on and the Giants announced the full capacity, ticket prices on sites such as like Ticketmaster and SeatGeek have completely gone down, obviously because it looks like more – as Alex says, the physical graph with his hand moving downward for all of you listening, that ticket prices have gone down, and we bought them a little early. It is what it is. We got the tickets. They're secured, and we are going to the Giants game this season. So if anyone wants to, if anyone wants to come say hi, they can meet us in the Giants parking lot. I have no idea where we're parking. I don't even know if we're parking. I don't know what section we're in. I don't even know what section we're in, Alex. I don't even know where the tickets are. We'll probably we'll put it on Twitter close to the game in October as we talk about it at the end of May. Anyway, a few other points we want to nail down. Yes, this is a short episode. We understand that. We're going to have some upcoming stuff, coming out soon, though. In future episodes. So we're excited for that. Some more guests on the show. And Cowboys. I mentioned this earlier. Cowboys have added Ben McAdoo, former Giants head coach. What a loser. Oh my God, the hair slicked back Ben McAdoo. Oh my God. But anyway, the Cowboys decided, he's a great guy to add to our staff. And he'll be a consultant for the team. So good for Ben McAdoo. He's such an asshole. Freaking hate that guy, man. So annoying. He freaking so bad for our team. Such a bad hire. I'm so happy we have Joe Judge. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm so happy we have Joe Judge. It's crazy. We have our coach. Now we just gotta win some games. And then some NFL news. We have Julio Jones trade. Julio Jones. I'm having trouble speaking today. Not surprising. It's happened on a lot of episodes. Julio Jones, trade movers to other teams. A player that's really trying to get him in is A.J. Brown. He's been really funny about it, sending audio messages and reposting it on Instagram. He also posted a TikTok about it. So, that was pretty funny. But A.J. Brown, I think a good young player for the NFL, a nice attitude, and he's trying to recruit Julio Jones himself to the Tennessee Titans. But, yeah, it seems like Julio Jones wants out. And it seems like Aaron Rodgers just keeps on getting worse and worse. This organization of the Green Bay Packers has treated him horribly. From the looks of it, MVP. He's been with the team 16 years. Drafted a quarterback in the first round last year in Jordan Love. No offense to Jordan, but it's like he's such a good player. I don't know why they would do that. So that was already like a warning sign. He goes out, has an MVP season. No reason to not get a contract. Doesn't get a contract, and we already heard about it during the draft, but it just keeps on getting worse and worse. And now players are sticking up for Aaron Rodgers today. I saw Alex Smith on one of the sports shows, Colin Cowherd, I think, on that show where Alex Smith was on there, and he said that inexcusable how they've treated him, the Green Bay Packers have towards Aaron Rodgers. So. Yeah, I think that's the NFL news caught us up there. Alex, do you have any final thoughts? I know, quick 20-minute episode, but...
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my lighting, but I don't have the lights on because there's so much natural light coming in. But I just saw my face literally turn into like a yellow lemon for about 10 seconds. I just want to make sure I'm not like a lizard that changes different colors. I am still a human being. Don't worry. But yeah, Julio Jones, I like that fit on the Titans for them because they only have A.J. Brown now as that receiver. Corey Davis is gone, so they really don't have that solid. Well, I guess A.J. Brown would be the number 2 if Julio came there, but I like that fit for the Titans. They already have a good running back and offensive line. That would make their offense very potent for sure. So I like that move for the Falcons. Aaron Rodgers, I mean, everyone's talking about it, right? He's not being treated fairly. Hope he goes to a better situation. Just not in a situation that's in our division, and hope all the best for him, but not if he comes to our division. Doesn't look like he would. But yeah, I feel like Washington would be an interesting fit for him. I don't know why no one's talking about that. Maybe they're not interested in him or whatever, but they have a good defense. I think they have a Super Bowl contender worthy defense. Their offense, they added a couple pieces. Yes, they don't have the most ideal weapons, but I think Aaron Rodgers could turn them into a decent team. Obviously, I think he'd probably want to go to a team with a better offense already set up around him, but not a bad place if you were to think about it. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. I'll just go into the outro now. TheGiantTake.com. Make sure to go check it out. We have blog posts, episodes. All the episodes are on there. And then go to the newsletter on the homepage, subscribe, and it'll give you updates whenever we put out new episodes or blog posts. So make sure to go check that out.
Yeah, and a few more plugs in here. Go follow Alex on Twitter as we are still awaiting that one tweet in 3 weeks at Anorian23, at the Giant Take Pod on Twitter as well, and myself at
If I do tweet something, that you have to be waiting because I want at least 30 likes on that tweet. Okay,
It's a lot to ask. Okay.
At least 100,
And,
maybe.
and at myself at Joshilla29. Sorry, I was trying to take that in for a second. Also, go follow us on the secondary platforms of Instagram and Facebook at The Giant Take. We would really appreciate it. Subscribe, drop a rating and review. That would be great. And as Alex laughs, I will wrap up this episode of the Giant Take podcast by saying that we have 2 other podcasts now. The City That Never Sleeps and Talking Blues. So go sub those up as well. Subscribe on YouTube, drop a like, and we will hopefully see you for another episode of the Giant Take podcast after Alex says his final thoughts and hopefully doesn't talk about anything else weird like he said a few minutes ago. And yeah, but await that tweet, get 30 likes on it, and look forward to another episode next week. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, make sure to go check out Talking Blues. That's going to be a good indicator because after the Champions League final this weekend for Chelsea, which is for football fans, I guess if you don't know, equivalent to like the Super Bowl. If we don't win that, you may not see me on the podcast ever again, this one, any of them. So make sure to go check it out to make sure of my well-being after that. But yeah, that's been a wrap for episode number 96 of the Giant Take podcast. I've been your host, Alex, always joined by Josh, and we'll see you next week with another Giant Take podcast episode.